guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Medeaij, and today's video is my winter foundation routine. Now, I've been posting quite a few pictures on Instagram, and a lot of people have asked me what I use, like my foundation routine for winter, and has it changed. So I thought I'd do an updated routine. So just background information: I'm combination to oily skin, majority of the time oily. So my winter foundation routine is completely different from my summer foundation routine in the fact that I've added one or two or subtracted one or two products from the list of products that I use to create that base. So I'm going to show you guys what I use, but this is specific to me, but I do recommend some of these products for yourself, and I think that you'll love them because I absolutely do. So if you want to see my updated foundation routine for winter, dewy skin, not matte, then all you have to do is keep watching. So as I just mentioned, this is for if you're looking for that dewy, that sun-kissed, that glowy skin, then this routine is for you. So I haven't done anything yet, so we're gonna kick things off with moisturizing the face. Now, I normally use the oil-free Neutrogena moisturizer. Now, I use this all year round. I've only started using it a couple of months ago, and it's really good because it doesn't have any oil. So I'm gonna apply that to my face. Now that that's on, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Japon's. This is the Radiance primer, and this is such a good primer. I have a product review either up or coming up which showcases this product and tells you all about it, but I'm going to use that today. So this is the bottle, and I'm just going to put a few pumps. So I normally go with one pump per side of my face, so I'm going to do that. Now that is it on. I usually do not put any of this primer on my nose because it's not an oil mattifying primer. I normally go in with the Becca Evermatte Poreless Poreless Priming Perfector. Ugh. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my nose because that's where I get the oiliest. And that's going to help to keep the oils at bay. Now that that's on, I'm going to start with my foundation. Now, I've been loving the mixture of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation and concealer and the NARS Laguna Illuminator. Now, these two have been my holy grail mix, and it gives that dewy, sun-kissed skin. Even as the weather is horrible, these two bad boys are great. Now, I have a review on this Clinique foundation. It's on my blog, and I'll link it in the description box below. But I'm just going to go ahead and shake that a little bit. And then with the illuminator, I just put a little bit on my hand, like so. And then with this, it comes with a wand, like so. And so I just apply some on my face. And I like to work in sections because this foundation is matte, and so I like to work in sections to make sure that I get the full coverage. And I just take my brush and I just take a little bit of that illuminator, and then I buff it into my skin. You see how pretty that looks? That looks really, really pretty. what gives that kind of sun-kissed look. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyes, and then come back and do my highlight on contour, and then just show you guys how it's faring up. So I'll be right back. So I've done my eyes. So if you want to know how I got, created the glitter eyes, if you want a tutorial on that, I have a video and I'll link it in the description box below. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my concealer. Now, just to backtrack a little bit, I didn't color correct because in the winter months I tend to not color correct because my skin tends to not lighten up but even out itself during the winter months. But during the summer months, because of the sun, my skin kind of gets discolored in some areas, so I tend to color correct mostly in the summertime. I mean, I will color correct here and there if I've got like a really big event and I need to look flawless, but this routine is my everyday routine for foundation, and this is what I wear to work, it's what I wear out. So just so you guys see the practical side of it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight my face. Now I'll highlight with the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer in Fawn, and I'll use that to highlight and also, hide all the dark circles under my eyes as well. I will not be using a cream to contour. I'll be using a powder because I find that it kind of feels a bit heavy on me during the winter months for some reason, but during the summer months I feel more comfortable doing that, so I'll use powder for that. So now I'm just going to go ahead like usual, and I'll apply some under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my mouth area, and just to chisel out some sort of cheekbone. My face is really round, so I don't really have like a defined cheekbone, so I'm just gonna fake it. And this is just to even out the skin on my mouth because it's kind of dark. Normally that's what the color corrector is for. It's still a little bit dark, but I don't think I need to color correct it. And I just put a little bit there just to create some light in that area. And then just to carve out my cheekbones, I suck in my cheeks a little bit like this, because I want it right under. Like that. And then I'll go ahead and blend that out, and I'm going to be using a Real Technique sponge to blend it all in. And to set it all in place, I'm going to be using the Medeaij banana powder with the same sponge. If you're not really into highlighting with a concealer, the Clinique foundation as well can be used as a concealer, and it is your skin tone. So if you prefer something more natural, more your skin tone, you can rely on the foundation on its own and just apply that under your eyes and the areas that you would contour normally, and then set that with a powder. So I'm just going to leave that to sit for a little while. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. And just because I'm looking for that sun-kissed kind of bronzy look, I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Queen Collection, and it's the Ebony Bronze Bronzer. I'm just going to go lightly over all the areas that I would like to contour with the powder. I normally do this because I don't want that kind of intense chiseled look most times, but sometimes some looks call for something really defined, and so I use another contour powder which is slightly darker. But majority of the time this is what I tend to reach for. same contour powder for my nose as well, and I bring that from inside my eye all the way down just to slim down my nose and make it look a bit more defined and chiseled. Alright, so I'm going to dust off the excess powder. And I'm going to apply some face powder. And I'm using the Black Hawk 2A Cake. And I normally use a smaller brush around the eye area. And then I go in with my big powder brush from Morphe. And I just swoop that over so it kind of blends the highlight with the contour and no harsh lines and stuff like that. So I'm going to wear my blush and highlight and come back to you guys with a finished look. But so far, this is how the skin's looking, still looking radiant, still looking dewy, it's not looking dry or cakey or anything. So, and I haven't even set my face, so I'll come back to you guys and show you the final look. So this is the final look, guys, and this is how I usually do my foundation during the winter months. Glowy, nice, and it lasts at least, I'm at work for 7 hours, home, it lasts about 10 hours. And yeah, I don't have to touch up, I don't have to take compact out to touch up my powder or anything. I don't do any of that. The most I do is take a little bit of tissue and just powder my, clean my nose up a little bit, because that's where I get the most oiliest, but then that's why I use the Becca primer on there. But the rest of my face stays put and stays in place. So if you guys like my routine, let me know if you've tried any of these products and what you think about them. And yeah, I guess I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was useful for you. Alright, bye guys.